Greetings and welcome to a special post-election edition of The Right News. I'm your host Jay Gordon, and as we here at The Right News settle into a production routine, I am privileged with making this special announcement that the show will move to a bi-weekly format. Regular shows will appear every other Saturday, the first of which will upload on Saturday, November 20th. So stay tuned, stick with us, and just to let you know, it is my sincere goal to entertain you with politics and humor from the mind's eye of a right-wing zealot. That's me. On to this week's top stories. Back on November 2nd, we had a midterm election that saw sweeping changes throughout both houses of Congress and in governorships across the land. Low overall voter turnout and continued Tea Party momentum spelled certain disaster for President Obama and his agenda. And to prove that President Obama listens to the American people, to let them know that he hears their cries for responsible spending and balanced budgets, he's taking a $2 billion vacation to experience the Festival of Lights in India, all at the taxpayer's expense. This time, he's only taking 3,000 of his closest friends, advisors, staff members, reportedly 34 naval ships, 40 jumbo jets, 3 choppers, and 8 limos. It's just odd that that's about the exact same dollar figure spent per day, $200 million, in comparison to fight the war in Iraq. In other words, he hears you, America, and he's listening. Last month, in a rash of seemingly unrelated Halloween incidents, there were reports of men wearing Obama masks robbing convenience stores and gas stations all across the country. Memo to would-be criminals, you actually need to get elected to office before it's okay to dress up like a Democrat and steal from businesses. The Space Shuttle Discovery is set to launch for what will be its final mission. After several weather delays, it's finally rescheduled for liftoff this Thursday. We here at The Right News are going to miss the old girl. She's broken so many barriers. She's literally gone where no man has gone before. In the end, her fate was sealed not only by the American people, but by President Obama himself. Yes, his radical agenda and overreaching policies has left little room for this old girl. After this last mission, she's headed straight for the museum, never to bother the American people on television again. Wait, who was I talking about? In other news, actor David Cassidy, formerly of the Partridge Family, was arrested and charged with a DUI after police reportedly stopped him and found a half-empty bottle of bourbon in his car. In a statement released to the press this morning, the ever-optimistic Cassidy claims that the bottle was actually half full. After his son Rand's successful campaign to become the next senator from Kentucky, Ron Paul tossed around the idea of running for president in 2012. The most current polls say he could get almost 2% of the popular American vote. When asked for comment, Congressman Paul was quoted as saying, 2%, huh? Eat my dust, Kucinich. Over the past several months, the internet has been abuzz with rumors that President Obama may have had an affair with a former member of his Senate campaign team, Vera Baker. When asked if this is similar to the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal, an Obama spokesman said, close, but no cigar. The rumor mill on Capitol Hill says that President Obama is calling for a more simplified, idiot-proof tax form in 2011. Apparently, the plans are to test it out on Vice President Joe Biden. Continuing his run of backyard chats with regular Americans, President Obama stopped at a farm in Iowa this past October. As the speech drew on, the president was pestered by flies constantly circling his head. The farm owner had to explain to President Obama that they were actually called circle flies because they usually flew in circles around the hindquarter of horses. President Obama joked with the farmer, "Are you calling me a horse's ass?" "No, sir," the farmer replied. "I'd never do such a thing, but it's certainly hard to fool the flies." And finally, in response to this week's historic elections, we here at The Right News think it's time to reflect on the past 2 years. Yes, just 2 short years ago, we were on the brink of disaster. We were on the verge of virtual destruction. We were dangling over the edge of a bottomless cliff. We were headed downhill in our Toyota Prius riding on our Firestone tires. For all intents and purposes, we were up the proverbial creek without a paddle, and you rescued us from certain doom. If it were not for the hope and change that President Obama brought to the Republican Party, we'd be permanently parked right next to the HMS Titanic for all time. So from all of us at The Right News, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Whatever it is that you're doing, please continue to do so. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. That's it for this special post-election edition of The Right News. Please join us every other Saturday as we dissect the little piglet known as American politics in our YouTube laboratory. Don't forget that if you have an interesting or anecdotal political news item that you'd like to see featured and butchered here on The Right News, send them to our PM inbox through the link on our channel, or you can email them to therightnews@hotmail.com. Once again, I'm your host, Jay Gordon, reminding you that when you're right, you are right. Be sure to catch us every other Saturday beginning November 20th right here on YouTube. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.